Writing a research title for your research problem? Namomroblema ka na ba? Huwag mong problemahin yan. Madali lang yan. Sa video natin for today, I will be giving you examples of research titles, ano yung mga do's and don'ts, at kung ano yung dapat na meron ang isang research title. So, if you want to have your research title be completed today, keep on watching this video. According to scholars, your research title is the part of the paper that is read the most. And of course, it's usually read first. It is, therefore, the most important element defines the research study. So ano yung mga dapat na, or the things that you have to keep in mind if you're going to write your research title? So ano yung mga yon? We have the purpose of your research, the scope, or the coverage na tinatawag natin, the narrative tone of the research. So this is typically identified from your type of research, and the methods used to study your problem. So tandaan nyo tong apat na to kasi sila ang tutulong sa inyo para mabuo mo yung research title mo. So syempre, bago mo naman buuin yung research title mo, may idea ka na. So kailangan nasa isip mo tong apat na to. Kasi sila yung tutulong sa'yo para mabuo mo yung research title mo. The initial aim of the research title is to capture your reader's attention and of course to highlight the research problem under investigation. Typically, research title is created at the last part of your research investigation. Pina-finalize yung research title kapag tapos mo na yung study mo. Kasi dahil tapos mo na yung research study at kumpleto mo na siya, title will accurately capture what has been done through the entire research study. So, hindi final title yung pwede nating gawin ngayon. Ang gagawin natin ngayon ay yung tinatawag nating working title. So, ito yung title na gagamitin mo once you are working on your research at may chance pa rin siya na mabago or mas ma-improve at the end of your research investigation. Effective research titles have several characteristics that reflect academic writing. So ano-ano yung mga yun? Iisa-isahin natin yan.
First is, kailangan you have to indicate accurately the subject or the focus and the scope or the coverage of the study that you are planning to undertake. Siyempre, kailangan yung subject at yung scope ng study mo, itong mga words na to, nandoon sa pinaka-title mo. Next is, rarely use abbreviations or acronyms in your research title. So, hindi talaga recommended or suggested na gumamit ka ng abbreviations or ng acronyms sa title ng research mo. So, ano ba yung sinasabi nating abbreviation? So, abbreviation is a shortened form of a word used in place of the full word. For example, we have the word INC for incomplete or incorporation, the word corp for corporation. So, yan yung mga shortened form of words natin. On the other hand, when we say acronyms naman, so this is a word formed from the first letters of each of the words in a phrase or name. So, ano yung mga examples natin yan? For example, the words SHS, which is Senior High School, or we also have the word NASA, which stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So, ito yung mga tinatawag nating acronyms. In creating your research title, you should also use words that create a positive impression and stimulate reader interest. So, syempre, hindi dapat nega at hindi dapat masyadong revealing or masyadong negative yung words na gagamitin mo. It should exhibit a positive impression and also it should stimulate, it should attract more readers into reading your research study. Next is, your research title should be limited to 5 to 15 substantive words. When we say substantive, these are words which are meaningful and important for your study. So you should include only the words, only the key terms that are relevant on your particular study. A research title should not include redundant phrasing such as a study of or an analysis of. Remember, pag nagre-research tayo, it's already a study and we analyze, we explore on things, so we don't need phrases like this. A research title takes the form of a question or a declarative statement. That's why an exclamation point is not allowed or it's rarely used in research titles. Next is mention the research participants and setting. This is very important. So when writing your title, you have to write who the participants will be and also the place, the research setting on where you will conduct the study. But it should be in general, okay? Lastly, and the most important, use correct grammar and capitalization on your research title. Of course, the rule in capitalization is to capitalize the first word and all the other words in the title, such as the nouns, the pronouns, the adjectives, the verbs, and the adverbs, except for articles, conjunctions, or prepositions. So we don't capitalize them. So, for example, articles are an, a, and the. For conjunctions, we have in, on, at, to. Okay, so those are conjunctions and prepositions. So you don't capitalize them except for prepositions with four or more letters, such as below, above, beyond, between. So once the preposition has four or more letters, you are now allowed to capitalize them.
Now that you know the do's and don'ts in creating your title, this time naman, we will discuss the subtitles. So sa mga use natin dyan at doon sa mga ibang strands who are planning to create a social science research, subtitles are usually and more commonly used in the social sciences field. Subtitles help the readers to understand the scope of the study in relation to how it was designed to address the research problem. So, usually yan, title, then yung subtitle mo. So, ganyan usually talaga sa ating social sciences. So, bakit nga ba? Why do we tend to use subtitles? So, these are the objectives of putting subtitles together with your titles or your research titles.
First, subtitles explain or provide additional context. So, for example, the topic given will be a study on how videos online directly influence one's voting preferences. So, ang title natin or title proposed ko dyan will be Political Commentary Videos, How Vlogs Influence Our Voting Preferences. So yung second part, yung subtitle natin na How Vlogs Influence Our Voting Preferences. So it provides more or additional context to what the study will be all about. Second, subtitles add substance to a literary, provocative, or imaginative title or quote. So let's have an example, a study on the challenges and difficulties encountered by high school students in learning English. So actually, tong study na to ay ginawa namin ng co-teacher ko before. So we want to know the challenge and difficulties that our students face in learning English. So ang ginawa naming title dyan ay English, ma'am. Understanding grade 11 students' challenges and difficulties in speaking English. So dito naman, yung English, ma'am, is what we call the provocative or a literary or an imaginative title or a quote that our students usually say whenever na pag nagpaparecite kami. Of course, we are teaching English. So, minsan ng mga bata, they always say, English, ma'am. So, you can use this as your title and then your subtitle would add substance to this quote. Next, Subtitles qualify the geographic scope of the research. So, ini-indicate niya rin yung lugar. So, let's have another topic, a study on the lived experiences of a Filipino student in high school in Los Angeles, California. So, ang title ko dyan will be How to be a Filipino Freshman in America, a case study in Los Angeles, California. So, dito in-indicate na doon sa subtitle saan gaganapin or saan ikakandak yung study, which is in Los Angeles, California, and identifying the lived experiences of a Filipino high school student there. And lastly, subtitles qualify the temporal scope of the research or the time. So, for example, ang topic natin will be the progress and influences received by Chabacano in the recent years in Cavite City. Ang proposed research title ko dyan will be The Surviving Language in Cavite City, Societal Influences on the Use of Chabacano, 2000 to 2023. So this time, subtitle helps the readers to know kung gaano kahaba yung naging range or yung ina-identify or ina-explore ng study. So in this case, para tong historical research.
Okay, so binigyan ko na ngayon kayo ng maraming examples at syempre ng iba't ibang tips and do's and don'ts kung paano mo gagawin iyong research title mo. Pwede mo bang i-share sa comment section below? Baka pwede akong makapag-react or makapag-comment or matulungan kita na ma-improve yung working title mo. So don't forget to comment down below yung naiisip mo na working title para naman matignan at ma-check natin yan. Siyempre, huwag mo rin kalimutan na i-like at mag-subscribe ka na rin dito sa aking channel. Siyempre, i-turn mo na rin yung notification bell para naman maging updated ka, especially sa practical research series natin dito sa ating YouTube channel. Thank you so much to my viewers and to our researchers out there who keep on watching and who keep on learning from our lesson videos here in my channel. Thank you so much for supporting Practical Research Series. So, good luck sa iyong pagka-create ng title, and definitely meron kayo niyang title defense, ano? So, good luck. Good luck sa'yo. Good luck sa grupo nyo. At magkita tayo ulit sa susunod na lesson video. Bye!